Let's talk about something a little unsettling, maybe, but really important. Have you ever wondered what happens to all your unfulfilled dreams? The ones you put on a shelf for later? Well, today we're going to dive into a powerful thought experiment that kind of brings them to life, and it forces us to take a hard look at the choices we're making every single day. Okay, so for this to really hit home, I'm going to need you to engage your imagination for a minute. Let's just take a second and picture a very personal, very profound scene together. All right, picture it. You're there. It's your very last day. You're looking back on your entire journey, the whole shebang. The path you've walked is finally complete. Now, in this final moment, you're not alone, but the figures gathered around you, they aren't your family or your friends, they're strangers. But somehow, you know them better than anyone. Because standing right there, beside your bed, are the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential. Yeah, they are the spectral forms of every idea you never chased, every talent you never used, and every journey you never took. So, ghosts. Sounds pretty spooky, right? But this is way more than just a chilling metaphor. It's a really powerful way to understand something very real that exists inside all of us. So let's break down what they actually represent. Simply put, these ghosts are the sum total of every single spark of an idea you just let fizzle out. Every dream you pushed off for someday, and every talent you had but were too afraid to really cultivate. And I bet you can already picture some of your own, can't you? Think about it. Maybe it's the ghost of that startup you always talked about, or the novel you outlined but never got past page 10. The ghost of learning the piano, or backpacking through a continent. Or maybe it's something as simple as the ghost of a phone call you never made to repair a broken friendship. They're all there. And here's the really haunting part. These ghosts, they have something to say to you. They're not angry, they're just deeply sad. And they'd whisper something like, "We're here because you brought us to life, but you never gave us a body. And now, we have to go to the grave together." Wow. Okay, that's heavy. I know. But here is the empowering truth, the absolute key to this whole idea. This isn't a story about inevitable regret. Not at all. It's a story about a choice that you and I have the power to make right now. You see, we're all facing two possible futures. On one side, you've got a life haunted by what could have been. But on the other, you have a life filled with experiences, with attempts, heck, even with failures. But it's a life that was lived. We are always standing at that fork in the road. And here's the thing you absolutely have to get. You don't decide which path you're on when it's already too late. That final room, whether it's crowded with ghosts or empty with peace, that's just the result. The actual choice is made today and tomorrow. It's made in thousands of tiny moments, in every small act of courage. The power to give your ideas a body, to turn your potential into something real, it only exists in this moment. The choice is yours, literally right now. So this entire thought experiment, all of this, it really boils down to one final, challenging question, a question I want you to carry with you long after this is over. When that final day comes for you, is that room going to be crowded with the sorrowful ghosts of what might have been, or will it be empty because you chose to live so fully, so bravely that you left no potential behind? The answer to that question is being written with every choice you make, starting right now.